Hello, I'm Jake.
And I'm Olivia.
Welcome to the Buc Buzz. So Olivia, have you seen any new students around the halls?
I think I have. There's some in my classes.
Well, there's a good chance that you're seeing some of our new foreign exchange students.
That's so cool, but I do wonder where they come from.
That is a very good question that Cole Shirtliff and Zach Dano look to answer. I played soccer with a student from Brazil and have heard about people becoming great friends with our foreign exchange students. It is so cool that we can get a chance to get to know kids with such ethnic backgrounds. For more about these foreign exchange students, let's send it over to Cole and Zach.
The foreign exchange program here at the Oswego High School has been going on for many years. It never fails to bring in a variety of different cultures to the OHS, including Kyrgyzstan, Norway, Italy, and Russia, and many more. Many of the students here at Oswego High School, including me, are unaware of what it's like to live away from our families for such an extended amount of time. Recently, Cole and I were able to meet up with the 2 Italian exchange students that we are able to host this year. We asked some various questions that revolve around the life here in America compared to the life in Italy.
Everything is different. When I was in Italy, I didn't think the same because I thought it was very similar, but in fact everything's different. Like the food or the people are very different. In Italy, people are more open. Like we hug and kiss a lot when we meet. Like we kiss on the cheeks, and here you don't. To become a foreign exchange student, you only need to pay like all your money, and you need to know the language if you want to go to the US or Germany, and if you want to go to another state, you can start to study the language when you arrive in the country. So I had to take a test to come here, an English test, and I had to meet a psychologist. In Italy, we stay in our class all the day, and the teacher come and go. Here you have a lot of like posters in your classrooms, and in Italy we only have a white room, and we stay in our class all day. In my school, I have 5 hours of school every day, and we go home for lunch. We study very much at home.
There are lots of differences. Like in Italy, we have more freedom. We can do more stuff, and also like the cities, like how it's built, it's different. We have a center where there's the big plaza, and we usually go to bars like cafe where we stay with our friends, and we hang out a lot. Here, maybe kids are more involved in sports, and in Italy, no. My parents, when my sister was my age, they asked her if she wanted to become an exchange student, but she said no, because she likes a lot our town. But I said, like, for me it was a dream, so I said when I will be 17, I will do it, so here I am. In Italy, I dance in a hip-hop crew. Here I sign up for the gym and I work out there, and maybe I will start to go to a dance studio and I will dance hip-hop. And I think in spring I will join the lacrosse team.
On behalf of WBUC, me and Cole would like to thank you, Lisa and Nora, for coming on our show and giving us a special opportunity to learn more about you and your home country.
I hope to get to know more of these students.
Me too. Recently, the Oswego City Fire Department and the Oswego City Police Department increased their number of officers. The Oswego Fire Department increased its ranks and also announced 2 promotions, while the Police Department welcomed 6 new officers. Both ceremonies took place at City Hall. Mayor Gillen welcomed everyone in the council chambers and has been a big support in the decision of the increasing amount of officers in our city, commenting on how lucky we are to have some of the finest police and fire departments in the state. The event was a very special moment for family, close friends, and officers, and we wish the best of luck to the new officers.
It's good to see that there are more people to keep Oswego safe.
Ever wanted to travel to a foreign country like Italy, Spain, France, or England? One of the best ways to do this would be to join the Travel Club. The club does a lot of fundraising and works very hard to make these trips affordable. This is a very cool opportunity for students to learn about the world outside of the United States with their friends and teachers. For more on the club, we'll send it over to Noah and Dom, who interviewed the Travel Club. That is such a cool club. I should join myself.
Definitely you should. Ever wondered what it's like working at Novelis? I certainly have. I've always heard about the company and how they've had a huge impact on the community, but I never really learned what goes on there. Novelis is a supplier of aluminum and is very involved in the business of recycling aluminum cans. For more about Novelis and what it is like to be an employee there, let's send it over to Roman and Rachel.
Hi, my name is Rachel Legault, and here today I have my dad, Brandon Legault. What made you start working at Novelis?
I started working at Novelis because my grandfather retired there of 30 years. I have aunts and uncles that currently work there, and it's an outstanding place to work in upstate New York. Novelis is primarily an Indian-based company, but we employ a lot of family members within the organization, yes.
How many years have you worked for this company?
I have worked for Novelis Outcans for 15 years.
What does a regular employee take home annually?
An annual salary can range anywhere from $65,000 to $80,000 a year, depending on position.
What is your job position at Novelis?
My current job position is a cold mill operations leader, responsible for packaging, shipping, and finishing.
How is Novelis connected to making the Ford F-150 trucks?
Novelis provides the P552 metal, which is the 5000 and 6000 series metal, which is the inner panels and outer panels of the F-150.
Novelis has been a part of the community for many years and has served the community not only as a source of manufactured products, but also as a source of labor for hundreds of people in the Oswego area.
My grandfather worked there, so it's cool to see what he did for his job.
One of the many charitable groups with the organization in Oswego is Toys for Tots. This organization holds several events throughout the year, and they do most work till the Christmas season in order to help those less fortunate receive presents on Christmas. The organization was formed in 1944 and is run by the U.S. Marine Corps Reserve. For more on Toys for Tots and their upcoming event, let's send it over to Greg and Taylor.
The Oswego wrestling team at the Oswego High School has performed really well in the past, being that they were New York State champs 3 times and Section 3 champs 6 times. They have a lot of skill. Now they are champs in a different regard by hosting a fundraiser for Toys for Tots, an event scheduled for this week. They are taking toys and donating them to help children in need this holiday season. We were able to talk to senior Zach Caruso, a member of the team, more about the topic.
Hello, my name is Gregory Castor with WBC, and our Oswego High School wrestling team is doing a Toys for Tots event to help children, and I'm with Zach Caruso. Hello. Hi. Zach, what is your current position in the wrestling team?
I'm the senior captain, wrestling at the 225 class.
Do you happen to know how long you've been with the team?
I've been with the team since my freshman year. My freshman year, I went back and forth between JV and varsity. Ever since my sophomore year, I've been on varsity. I was a junior my captain year, and I'm the only returning captain this year.
Is there any other seniors on the team, perchance?
We have senior Dakota Ellis and Frank Dagar.
Okay. In terms of the event, who is it helping?
It's helping out the little kids that their parents won't be able to get them toys for Christmas, and all of the kids less fortunate than ourselves.
Okay. Why are you doing this event, like a Toys for Tots, instead of, say, a bake sale or a clothing sale or something other than that?
We wanted to do an event where we knew it would be helping out the children, and there wouldn't be as much variables. We knew that this was a good organization.
Okay. Is this just a one-time event that you guys do? Do you do this often? Like, would you say this is probably the 3rd or 4th time would you do it, or is this just the first time you've done it?
This is the first time we've done an event like this. We always try and give back to the community in this an experiment.
Okay. Thank you for being with me for this time.
Thank you.
This is Gregory Canisters with WBC signing off.
That is such a great cause.
Definitely it is. Christmas is a time for giving, and the people working for Toys for Tots are very selfless. Now for our newest installment in the Buc Buzz, Billy Green and Austin Richardson have prepared another segment on This Week in Technology, highlighting the newest innovations in the market. We will learn about new innovations in 3D printing, new wireless charging capabilities, and a new watch that has a touchscreen on your skin. Let's send it over to them.
A company called Carbon 3D made a new way of 3D printing inspired by the movie Terminator 2. Unlike a conventional 3D printer that passes over and across a platform creating an image, this forms an object continuously out of liquid resin. This is liquid resin that solidifies when light hits it. The platform that dips into the resin, as it races up, the projector underneath it will produce a series of cross-sectional images that will will make the exact shape of the object. It moves up and down through the different images. It's a lot faster than a traditional 3D printer, as it will take 3 to 4 hours, though it's still very popular in the world. This new 3D printing would take a matter of minutes. It's a cool and new way of 3D printing that will innovate the way production is made. Something new that you may have seen over Facebook or Instagram or, say, any other social media platform that you have is this new wrist phone kind of deal. If you twist your wrist, it will create an image of your phone on your wrist, and you can kind of play around with it. It's a cool and unique idea. Just it hasn't been fully made out yet. There's no prototypes, and there are definitely some, let's say, hurdles for them to overcome. One, I would say, is battery. Such a tiny thing and something that would use so much energy would maybe not be used for such a long time. And plus lighting. Since it projects an image on your arm, if you go to press a button, you'll create a shadow blocking out the image. So some hurdles that this thing needs to overcome, but still, if they can overcome it, it'd be a really cool thing on the market. Another cool thing that you may or may not have heard of is this wireless charging phone station. You can just literally set your phone down on this little sphere and it will charge your phone right there. No cords necessary. It's a unique product. How it works is it has 2 copper coils that when they connect, they can produce a electromagnetic field that creates energy to charge your phone. It charges slower and it heats up quicker, but it's wireless, so no cords necessary.
That was so cool. I want to get one of those watches.
Me too.
So now for some school news. The Oswego High School Key Club recently held its first annual Cookies with Santa event at Alexandria's. The event, being in its first year, faced its struggles, but still was a moderate success. The club received several cookie donations from local businesses, had craft tables, and of course Santa was in attendance. The Riverside Bookstore even set up a table selling Christmas stories. Funds raised were almost enough for the club to break even, which is to be expected in a new event. All those in attendance seem to have an awesome time, and hopefully the word will spread so that next year it can become an even bigger success. As co-president, I played a big role in organizing the event. Great deal went into it, and the results were evident that this was well organized and fun for all. Hopefully I can help out for the event next year after I graduate.
That was such a cool idea. I wish I could have gone to that when I was a kid. Now for our weekly update in sports, we'll send it over to Zach and Eli, who have prepared a segment about the wrestling team, who is primed for a terrific season with many experienced wrestlers looking to lead the team to many victories. Let's have a look.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Last week, the Oswego varsity wrestling team went up to CNS to go compete at the Anderson tournament. Zach Crusoe went all the way to the quarterfinals before losing. Zach Crusoe also won his next 2 matches in order to wrestle in the consolation semifinals. Crusoe ended up taking 4th out of 24 people there in his weight class. Stephen DeMong made it to the semifinals before losing 2 straight and eventually winning his last match to take 5th place. Frank DeHar finished 8th place, Brian LeBron finished 8th place also, and Aaron Latulip finished 8th place.
Can be a Congratulations to the OHS varsity wrestling team. We look forward to seeing more success this year.
That was really informative. Hopefully they have a great season. Well, that's all for this edition of the Buc Buzz.
Thanks for tuning in.
Make sure you tune in next week for more of your local and school news.
Have a terrific day, OHS.